Mass wave of missed mortgage payments coming to American homeowners, subject to heaven. Hey gang, since 2016 I've been warning that we're going to have a massive collapse in the stock market and in the real estate market, and we're seeing it live happen just like I predicted it back in 2016 on YouTube. Now, I'm not the only one that's now saying this is going to happen. I'm going to show you a couple of major league companies articles. They're saying the same thing. They're saying right now April waves of missed payments could upend the mortgage service. So what that means is that next month they're thinking that it's going to be so much people missing payment that mortgage companies are going to go bankrupt. Okay, and we got to think about in two aspects. When mortgage companies go bankrupt, there's not going to be that much credit, and now there's going to be a flood of inventory because of foreclosure, and there's not going to be money for people to buy homes, which is going to cause the price of real estate to decline. Simple as that. Okay, and the other thing is that as banks go bankrupt because massive amount of people are not paying for them, they still have the overheads, they still have the people to pay, they have all these bad loans, they're going to start going bankrupt. And that's why you saw on TV the head of the banking sector, the insurance part, the FDIC, coming out and says, please don't take your money out of the banks because this is what it is. Now let me show you another article. This one is from the Wall Street Journal. And again, they're saying the same exact thing, what I said that's going to happen just 2016, just months ago. Said, look, there's going to be massive people going to get laid off, which happened already, 3 million. And there's going to be massive foreclosures, okay? And you can see right now that Wall Street says the mortgage firm braces for a wave of missed payments, okay? As they're gonna blame it on the bug, right? They're blaming it on the bug because majority, if not all, the media companies are owned by 5-6 families, and that's it. They're corporations, but really it's 5-6 families. They own your newspaper, your TV, your cable. They produce your food. They produce your sports, your music, all that stuff. And so, they're trying to blame this on the bug versus their own, over expenditure, getting in so much debt, easy lending, where anyone can have the fruits without even plowing the ground, without even putting a seed into the ground, but they can somehow have the tree and get the fruits and then they pay later. The installment mindset has brought us to this point, over expenditure, endless wars, and so on. And now, we're going to blame these guys are blaming it on, the little bug versus the reality that, 3 million plus people just lost their jobs, and there's going to be a lot more coming. This is just on one day. The websites went down for the unemployment multiple times. This is just a one day. As time continues, as Ford can't, sell cars, as GMC can't sell cars, as X and Y, Z can't go to work, then you're gonna see more and more and more people unemployed, and it's gonna be pretty crazy times coming. Real estate prices are going to go down, in my opinion. Not financial advice. They're going to go down. They're going to go down. I've been saying the same thing since 2016. Guys, just go back to my channel and check it out. And I said 2016 that gold was the play. People laughed at me. It was $1,100 an ounce. Today, $1,700 an ounce. And, I'm wondering who's laughing now. Anyways, guys, the other great news is that this is not a doom and gloom. A lot of people are going to be losing their homes, but it's going to create a lot of opportunity for landlords. If you're a landlord, you like passive income, or you want to get into passive income. If you're a fix and flipper, it's going to be hard to do fix and flips. So your business model might have to change if you still want to be a real estate investor, because times have changed. Because there's not going to be that much credit. People are not going to be paying. You can't get a property and then wait, by the time you finish rehabbing it, it's gone up 10, 20 grand. Those times are adios amigos. Those times are what caused this problem now. Okay, so there's a great not financial advice. This, my opinion, is great opportunities to be a landlord. And because there's so much debt out there with 0% interest rate, one strategy that I've used in the last crash was buying houses subject to their existing mortgage. In other words, simply put, I just took over the seller's payments, and the seller gave me the title or the deed. So I was the rightful owner of the property day one when we went to closing. So I became the title holder, I became the owner, and the seller continued having the debt under their neck, and I just made payments on it, and eventually I cashed out the loans back in 2016 when the market was up. Okay, so that's what I did, and I love the strategy. And since 2016, I've been calling it subject to heaven is coming, subject to heaven is coming, because I looked around everywhere, and man, and I saw everywhere they're building apartments, building houses, building blah 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 blah, just so much growth. Everyone's becoming a real estate agent, everyone's becoming fix and flipper, everyone's becoming a wholesaler, and I knew that it was a wrong time to be in real estate. And I told everyone on my YouTube channel, got a lot of hate for it, but I continue pushed, you know what I mean, and told you guys the unplugged version of it, where, you know, if you're not plugged into the metrics, then you can see these things. And, you know, I'm not a genius in any fashion, I'm more wrong than right, but man, I sure did nail it, you know. And I've been nailing it for months now, telling you guys it's going to be massive foreclosures coming, going to be getting coming. And just like stocks, I said it's going to come down 40 to 60%, and we already see that in many of the companies, top companies, you know, the top of the top. Now I'm not talking about shitty companies, and we're going to see a lot more, in my opinion. Not financial advice or trading advice, or, you know, I'm not an attorney, a CPA, I'm not any of that stuff. Just a refugee to America that was able to turn, you know, $100 into 3 businesses, and then basically just give most of my stuff to the homeless and go homeless myself, because I wasn't happy consuming. I wasn't happy accumulating. So through my journey, my eyes have opened up to, you know, the Fed has opened up to, you know, how the banking system manipulate everyone. And so I'm just sharing that information with you. So they're going to be printing a lot of money, right? People are not going to work. Companies are closed down. There's going to be a lot more foreclosures coming, a lot more like we never seen. Property houses are going to come down like we've never seen. These areas like Colorado, like Vegas, that have gone up, you know, 100%, right? In just less than 10 years, the house was worth 200, now it's worth 400. You know, these things are going to come down significantly, and wipe these, what I call phantom equity, off. Anyways, guys, if you're interested in finding these motivated sellers that are going to go to foreclosure, I have 42 ways to find them totally for free, or almost for free. Okay, and if you're interested on, you know, your guide on owner financing, how to have the seller, a motivated seller, be your own private bank, so the investor doesn't have to go borrow money from a lender, doesn't have to borrow money from a hard money, because the seller already has an existing mortgage, and they're willing to just let the investor take over. If you're interested in how to structure those, the ins and outs of owner financing, then you may consider downloading my owner financing for profit course at mrnofluff.com, where I packaged up a 3 bundle, which includes the owner financing for profits, which is a standalone course that I normally sell for $1,000. I've included the 42 ways to find these motivated sellers for free or almost for free, which I normally sell for $300. And I've also included the no fluff negotiation acquisition system, which teaches you how to negotiate with motivated sellers to buy their home via owner financing, aka subject to. Okay, and I put them all together. Normally they sell for $2,300. Right now you can order it for $197. Again, $197. But the catch is that I only have 5 left out of 50, ladies and gentlemen. So 5 left. So hurry, 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 because once it sells out, it'll never be at this price ever again. So if you're interested in finding passive income, if you're interested in learning how to, you know, find these sellers that are highly motivated, that they're going to willing to be your private bank, so the investor doesn't need to borrow money from a bank, doesn't need to have credit, doesn't need to have a large down payment, doesn't need to have all the purchasing amount, then consider downloading my owner financing for profits. I only got 5 left at 197. You're saving over 2,000 and 1,000, 2,000 plus, guys. Okay, so thanks for watching. Click the like button, share this message, go to mrnofluff.com. Be your dreams. I got tons of courses there. I'm having one of the best sales of the year because 2020 is the best time to be a real estate investor, in my opinion. Not because prices are going up. Let me say it again. The prices are not going up. Okay. But it's the best time to be a real estate investor because prices are coming down, and there's going to be massive fear, massive job loss, massive herd stomping, and that's when great deals are there. Okay. Much love to you guys. Don't take no for an answer. Be your dreams.